What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is the Sweet Life Season 1, Episode 2. It is over on the HBO Max, produced by Issa Rae. So the first 3 episodes have dropped. So this is Episode 2. So we have Amanda, Tylen, and Cynthia. They are going on a walk down to the park, honey. Amanda is talking about how her party is coming up. It's her birthday. She wants good vibes only. They're going down to Palm Springs for the week, and everybody, or weekend, and everybody put in on it ended up being a really, really nice place. Tylen was talking about her little event, her Black Excellence, whatever the name of the event was. And she was saying how, hi everybody, how y'all feeling about everything. And she said she felt some kind of way about the fact that Becca was invited. She said, I'm Becca, my girl and everything, but I really appreciate a little heads up. I would have appreciated her letting me know that she invited somebody to my party. But again, I feel like the last, you had invited Cynthia to her little get together. I don't feel like it was a big deal. And Becca was your friend. I don't see what the problem was. I mean, unless it was like a pay by the head type situation where you had to pay for people and she showed up and you hadn't paid for her, or you had name places at the table and you ain't have a name place for her. So I could see that. But if it was just a little soiree type situation, I don't see what the big deal was. But anyway, so then Amanda made mention about the fact that everybody hadn't paid. Yeah, and she said, I'm gonna need you to play bad cop with that. And she was like, wait a minute, hold up, who ain't paid? And she was like, I'll talk to you about that offline. So I can appreciate that she ain't want to put nobody on Front Street in front of the cameras, because I feel like that's the only reason why she ain't say no names. But I could probably guess. And I feel like we're gonna find out at a later date who it was. I'm not gonna say no names yet, but I just know I gotta guess. So then we have they also talked about the whole Jordan Bree situation where anyway, Bree is the one that invited Becca, if I didn't say that clearly. So they were talking about the whole Jordan Bree situation as far as Jordan and Bree being cool. And is there potential there, not there? They was doing the whole flirt thing, yada yada. So then we have the guys link up. We have Jordan, we have PJ, and we have, I think his name is Jared. Y'all know I'm learning these names. So they got to talking, and they were over at Jordan's house, and they cleared up this whole love triangle situation just a little bit more. So PJ and Becca really did like each other, and they potentially had like a relationship thing on the brewing. Jordan and Becca had just hooked up one night. It was a one night stand situation, but they became cool after that, but they wasn't really like relationship. Now, PJ said he felt some kind of way about the fact that Becca never told him that he had linked up with Jordan. Because remember, in the last episode, PJ and Jordan didn't even really know each other like that. So I don't feel like he expected Jordan to tell him anything. But he did sort of expect Becca to say, yo, me and him one night. Kind of happened. It was what it was. But I feel like this is a millennial situation because, as old as I am, like, but PJ was sort of in his feelings about it, right? And he was, like I said, in his feelings towards Becca, feeling like Becca should have sort of told him what was what, right? So then we see Tylen link up with Brittany Bre. And they go to like this natural store, and they're talking about relationships. And Tylen started talking about how, she was single for a long time and how she never thought she would be in a relationship. And she got very emotional, started crying. And Bree was saying how she didn't know if she wanted to get with Jordan. She said she liked flirting with Jordan, and she does like Jordan, but she was in a relationship for a really long time, and she really just wants to, enjoy being single. Like, she really just wants to enjoy being single and dating. She said, I just want to thought out my 20s. And listen, there's nothing wrong with wanting to not thought out your 20s, okay? As long as you do it responsibly, it's nothing wrong with it. And so she's sort of at that crossroads where I think she does like Jordan, but I don't think she's ready to be in a relationship with Jordan. And so her and Tylen sort of, had that conversation, and she said, I really just don't know. Like, I do like him, but I don't know what I want. I don't know where I am with the situation. So then we have PJ going out with his mom. And he picked his mom up, she lives in South Central. He was saying how different the neighborhood is since he grew up, and you know, when he grew up, how things were. Whatever we've all heard about South Central. Although he's not in my age group, so I don't know, child. But him and his mom were talking, and his mom was asking him, about his love life and about his about his job situation. He said, he making moves and it's a lot and they're learning as they go, but this is what he asked for. So, he ready to do the damn thing. And as far as relationships, he was like, I got a little something going on here and there, nothing too serious, but it was nice to see him with his mom. His mom looked like she a little no nonsense, honey. Old school, no nonsense situation, right? So then we see a scene where Jordan took Bree some clothing, some sweatsuits. Now we know that Jordan has his own line, Hype Land, and Bree, what we found out later on is that she had actually called him about ordering it online and if she could come pick it up because she wanted it for the Palm Springs trip, and I guess she didn't want to chance it not getting to her in enough time. And he was like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll bring it to you. What is it that you want? So he ended up bringing her not one but two sweatsuits, and he ain't charged her for it. I said, I know, that's right, that's cute. So they talking a little bit, and they flirty. He flirting with her, and she flirting with him. And he was like, how you getting down to Palm Springs? She was like, I don't know. I was going to call Becca. He was like, well, you can ride with me if you want to. She was like, for real? She was like, can Becca ride? He was like, sure, she can ride. We got, I got a force. I got backseat. And so she was like, I just want to make sure, that it's cool that my girl ride. He was like, that's cool. She can come. So, and like I said, and they flirted a little bit. She said something about not seeing his place or something, and he was like, well, you can come over tonight. And she was like, no, we good. No, we don't need we're good. So so now it's time for Palm Springs. Amanda, they show us a little montage of all of them packing and getting ready to go, and Amanda, Tylen, and their significant others got to the house first. Beautiful house with the big ass closet, probably the size of my bedroom closet, and the girls running around, and the guys was like, man, I wouldn't have no problem getting mad with my girl in a house like this. Like, you can get mad, go to the other side of this, the house and stay in a whole nother room and yada yada yada. It was cool. They're like good vibes only. Come to find out, she's got a whole weekend trip. They're gonna go ATVing. They've got a dinner planned. Something else she said they had planned, and looked like they got gift baskets, and it looked really nice. Like, whoever she had, the house was already decorated when they got there with, like, happy birthday and stuff like that. And so it was definitely a vibe. It was really, really nice. But then they're waiting for everybody to get there. Now they're showing us everybody on their way, and the group chat is like almost there. And they start getting a little irritated because they're like ready to get the weekend started. And it's like, why ain't nobody here yet? So finally, Jordan gets there. And of course, with Jordan is Bre and Becca. And I feel like somebody else was there. But they all joking and stuff. Bree and Jordan ended up dressing alike because the sweatsuit he bought her, he ended up wearing the same sweatsuit. And she was like, I really did let him know. I really did let him know that I was wearing this sweatsuit. So, like, he really was, trying to catch my vibe. But again, I think she likes it. Especially since he's going to be there that weekend. So that'll be somebody for her to flirt with for the weekend. Like, I think she was really cool with that or whatever, So while they're still out, they're still out talking and hugging and everything. All of a sudden, we see this, candy apple red drop top McLaurin pulling up. And everybody is like, what? Who's in the McLaurin? What? Child, it's PJ. Mr. My sun visor won't stay up in my Honda Accord, PJ. And he got a girl with him. So let's be clear. You rented a McLaurin to stunt on your friends who already know you and accept you for who you are, clearly because they invited you there. Then you brought a girl with you knowing good and damn well Becca was going to be there. Regardless of whether you and Becca hook up or not, that I feel like was just, And I feel like it was purposefully done to slap her in her face. So, of course, the guys were all like, what, my man got a McLaurin. All the girls are like, because they see that you done brought some chick with you and Becca is over there. So, come to find out, Tylen and Cynthia, oh, that's who else showed up. Cynthia, her man had showed up. Tylen and Cynthia already know the girl that PJ bought, her name is Miami. And they already know her. So they sort of pulled her aside to kind of be like, yo, you okay? Like, you kind of stepped into a situation that you ain't know you were stepping into. Are you good? Are you cool? I just want to let you know this is what's going on. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rewind. There was a little scene where they were all at the hair salon getting their hair done for the trip. All of them got their hair a little braided up, which means, you know, they was going to be in the water and all that good stuff. But again, they ain't really do nothing, but they talked to Bree a little bit more about Jordan and the flirting, and she told them about the sweatsuits and stuff like that. It was a cute scene, but it wasn't that deep. So all the guys are kind of like, what the fuck? And even Jordan made a joke about PJ getting his stimulus, right? Like, he rented a car with his stimmy money, you know, because again, everybody know you're not flossing like that, and you don't have to impress these people. Like, I don't know why you felt like you needed to impress these people. And now the girls are on it. So now the girls are kind of looking at Tylen like, oh, you know her? Oh, she your girl? Oh, you had something to do? And she was like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm being attacked. Like, I just know her. I'm just trying to look out for her. Hold up. Like, y'all ain't got to come at me no kind of crazy way. And they were like, well, we ain't coming at you. We just trying to figure this whole thing out because this is just crazy. This is just crazy. So then Cynthia... And of course, Amanda is like, now I feel like y'all hijacking my birthday. Like, this weekend is supposed to be about me. And now I feel like we turning this into everything else except for what it's supposed to be, which is about me. And so then Rebecca was asking questions like, is she staying the night? Is she spending the night? And Miami was like, are you talking about me? Like, are you asking about me? Are you asking if I'm staying the night? Is that what you're concerned about? Am I spending the night? And Becca was like, what you talking about? I didn't say that. I wasn't talking. And she was like, but I clearly heard what you said. Like, I clearly heard you. You asked if it were me. Was I spending the night? And I'm going to be here for the whole weekend. And so it almost turned into a situation with them, but Becca sort of walked away. And then Miami was talking to, I want to say it was Cynthia, and she was being a little catty. But I understand her being catty because she clearly is feeling awkward. But that's on PJ. You need to look at him and ask him why he put you in that situation, because he clearly created this situation. Being petty and being catty because he mad at Becca because Becca slept with Jordan and she ain't tell him about it. So that's what all of this is about. That's what all of this boils down to. So y'all, that's kind of where the episode ended. But I was like, ooh, we are getting messy, messy, messy. I don't know what we're going to do in episode 3, honey, but it's already dropped. So I will be getting that review up soon. Peace.